Last week we talked about the true faith, and that the true faith is not based upon our own personal experiences or what we see, what our eyes can see. And today we are going to talk about the story in John chapter 5 that Jesus healed a paralyzed man lying near the pond. It happened when Jesus was in Jerusalem during the Jewish festival. You know, the Jews had some festivals, and they often visited Jerusalem to celebrate the feast. It's like a party. It's a very happy time. So Jesus went to a pool, and it is named Bethsaida, near the ship gate. And while he went down to Bethsaida, he found a disabled person for 38 years lying near the pool. So Jesus looked him and asked him if he wanted to get well. And of course he surely said, okay, sure, why not? And then he complained that nobody helped him into the pool when an angel came down and stirred up the water. Near the pool, there were many patients like him around the pool, because the patients believed that the first one who jumped into the water pool would be healed when the water was stirred. So when Jesus heard that, he ordered the man to pick up his mat and walk. And when he heard that, he stood up and picked up his mat and walked. He was cured. So when he was doing like this, some Jews nearby saw him, and they pointed out the man that it was illegal. It's not right to carry a mat because it was the Sabbath. 안식일. This is one of the 7 Semeiya stories in John's Gospel, some miracle stories. And we can see what's happening here and what the problem here in this episode. Firstly, this episode happened at the pool of Bethsaida. Bethsaida, this pool is named Bethsaida, and this word means the house of mercy. Beth means in Hebrew, in our mind, Beth means house. So Bethsaida means the house of mercy. But however, it does not look like the house of mercy. This patient could not get into the pool the first because no one was helping him. And others went ahead of him. You know, just imagine the scene. There's a pool and many patients lying around in the pool. And they are all waiting for an angel coming down and stirring up the water so that it's a kind of sign. And the first one who jumps into the pool can be cured. The second or third, gone. No. Just first one. So everyone was be ready to jump in the water, waiting for an angel. And this pond is named Bethesda, which means the house of mercy. But you know, mercy, what is mercy? Mercy is sharing, yielding, and caring for others. But reading through this scripture for today, and judging from what this man says, this place, the Bethesda, is far from mercy. It's nothing to do with mercy. Rather, it is a place of extreme competition. Who should be the first? Who's going to be the first? No one cares for others. The most important thing here in this place is that I go into the pool the first. Nobody should know. It's like, survival game. If you leave, I die. If I want to leave, you should die. It's kind of a survival game. This is such a place here. Everybody here thinks that I must win the game. And I must kill others so that I can survive. What is this? Is this the house of mercy? It's irony. This pond is beside the house of mercy, but there's no mercy here. And the second, the Bible says that this episode happened during the Jewish festival. What is festival? What is festival? What do you think the festival is like?
Which festival?
Yeah, festival.
Oh, just a lot of people coming together, celebrating.
Celebrating, and hooray, and shouting, and joy, full of joy, and lots of food, and sharing, and generous, giving, and receiving, and hugging, and kissing. Joy, celebrating, generosity, sharing. This story happened during the Jewish festival. Everybody outside the pool in the Jerusalem city, everybody is enjoying festival. They're enjoying party. It's a party time. They eating, singing songs, hanging around together, shopping, playing games, singing game. It's fun. Lots of fun here. But what about here in Bethesda? The Bethesda, the house of mercy, is far from such joy of festival. This place actually is like hell. Everybody is sick, ill, lame, blind, dumb, leprosy, paralyzed, and crooked. All the disabled persons here. It's not the place of festival. It's hell. Sadness, sickness, and sorrow. But outside this pool, everybody is enjoying festival. But nobody in Jerusalem, no one is interested in this place, this miserable life in this slum. What an irony. So, this episode happened on a Sabbath day. Sabbath. 안식일. What is Sabbath? What is Sabbath? Sabbath is the day that God completed the creation and rested. God declared everything looked beautiful and great and good when He finished His work of creation in Genesis chapter 1 and 2. So Sabbath is the day that human beings celebrate God's joy and joy in His rest. It's a time of joy. It's a day of rest, peace. This is the day of completion. God worked, created, worked, first, second, third, and fourth, and fifth, sixth day, and on the seventh day, it's done, complete, perfect. He declares everything is good, looks good. I'm pleased. Oh, what a beautiful word. And He was happy and He rested. And by setting Sabbath, God invited us to join His rest and His joy. Celebrate. Why don't you just come and celebrate my rest, my joy, my happiness? Because it is Sabbath. It's perfect. It's done. Everything is okay. The Sabbath should be full of joy and peace. So the Sabbath, this is the day that we deliver the good news that God completed His wonderful creation work, that He said, oh, everything looks great, perfect. It's whole, all together, perfect. But what about Jews? The Jews. When the paralyzed, this man was cured, the Jews saw him, and the man, as Jesus ordered, he was carrying his mat. He was lying there for 38 years. He couldn't move at all. But now he's okay now. So he was carrying his mat. But the Jews, when the Jews saw him, they blamed the man for carrying his mat. What's this? This man had been suffering for 38 years. And now he became whole and healthy. Now he's fine now. But what about the Jews? The Jews could not see the man's joy for being all together, for being whole. Just like God completed His creation, this man, with the help of Jesus, the Creator, and John chapter 1 says, he became whole and altogether fine. And God told people to celebrate the Sabbath. That is, you should join my joy and rest and celebrate the completion of creation. Now it's perfect, so I'm happy. So why don't you come and share my joy? This is the Sabbath. But what is happening to the Jews? They saw, oh, you're doing wrong. You're carrying your mat. No, it's illegal. You must not carry the mat. It's not right. Stop doing that. What an irony. He was lying there for 38 years. Can you imagine how long the 38 years? Just imagine, 38 years. He was lying there like a beggar. He could not move there. Hopeless, pain. But now, today, He's okay. He became okay. And he's very happy with that. But the Jews could not see his joy. But the only thing they could see was that he was doing illegal, carrying his mat. Is this the Sabbath? Is this the Sabbath? That is not what the Sabbath should supposed to be. God said you should keep the Sabbath, but the Jews failed. Then what about the Messiah 2,000 years ago and our world 2,000 years later, now, here and now, in our modern society? What is the difference between our society and the Bethesda pool in Jerusalem 2,000 years ago on the Sabbath day during the Jewish festival? No one is caring for others. They give an excuse. Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, no, I don't have any energy to help others because I'm almost dead. I'm dying. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I'm exhausted. I'm just fatigued. I have lots of work to do. So I'm sorry, but I cannot help you. I have no time to listen to your complaint. I have no space. There's no space in my life spared for you. The contrary, the modern life, in modern life, our days, we say, I need to defeat others. I need to kill others so that I can survive. You must die. I must survive. It's a competition. Kill others. What about justice? I don't care. What about love? No. I have no space. There's no space in my life to think about the justice, love, mercy. Well, I'm dying. I need to survive. There's only extreme competition in modern life. Is this Sabbath? Is this just festival? Is this place? Can this place be called Bethesda, the house of mercy? Jews blame the man for carrying his mat on Sabbath. Likewise, modern people here today cannot see what is important. What is important? Carrying mat? Is that important? People is more interested what we can get, what we can have, what I can grab. So we quite often forget to join God's joy and God's rest and God's peace and God's mercy. But what about Jesus? Outside the Bethesda pool, everybody is enjoying festival, but Jesus was not there. He came to Bethesda. He was not shouting and eating, dancing with the people outside the pool, but he came to the pool, Bethesda. Why? Because he saw many people suffering there. And when he came down to the pool, he saw a man suffering. Jesus was interested in what people there needed. He cured the man and he set free the man from his hopeless 38-year-old suffering. He made him well and altogether. And by so doing, Jesus proved that he was the creator that brings life to the hopeless and lifeless human beings. In John chapter 1, John says, in the beginning, there was the Logos and he was the creator. Jesus was the creator, like God in Genesis. And now here, Jesus proves that he has the power to create, he can make everything whole and perfect. And he can give life to everybody. People often are not interested in others' troubles. They often fail to help others because they are selfish. And because of this, many people fail to keep the Sabbath. But Jesus proved that it was he who kept the Sabbath. Jesus kept the Sabbath. Like God did in the beginning, Jesus also does the same thing by giving the man a new life. He got a new life. He could get a new hope. And he's the one who is worthy of joining the joy and rest of the Sabbath. And this is why Jesus declares that he is the Lord of the Sabbath. Because Jesus is the one who really kept the Sabbath. And so he declares, I am the Lord of Sabbath. Let's think about ourselves. How much we are selfish. How much we are ungenerous by nature. We are helpless. That's our nature. So this is why we need God's help and his touch to transform us. Jesus is our only recourse because he is the only hope, and upon him we can only rely. We quite often are tempted to rely on what we can see and what we think powerful, whom we believe that can be our hope and help. But Jesus is the only one who can solve our troubles in the end. So this story shows who is Jesus and what he did on the Sabbath. And he invites us to be like him and asks us to keep the Sabbath, to join the creation and enjoy God's joy and peace and rest. I hope, I pray everybody here can join the peace and rest of Sabbath by following the footsteps of Jesus, our Lord Savior. This is the word of God for us today. Amen. Thanks be to God.